Hello, this is John here to show you another tutorial in Moodle. In this tutorial video, we're going to take a look at discussion forums and how they are useful tools not only to communicate updates to the users in the course, but they also provide an outlet for students to engage in a dialogue about some of the material in the course where they can share ideas and opinions. In order to add a discussion forum to the course, we're going to go ahead and scroll down, or turn editing on first, and then we'll scroll down and select the section we want to add a form to. Once we find that section, we'll scroll to the bottom of it and click on Add an Activity or Resource. This will allow us to go through and select the activity we want to add. And we'll want to go ahead and select Form, and then select Add. Here we'll be able to name the form, give it a description, so you'll probably want to put the outline for the assignment within this box. And then we'll be able to choose the form type. There are 5 different form types within Moodle, and you're more than welcome to go ahead and click on the little question mark to view why you might use each one. The first one is a single simple discussion, which a single discussion topic which everyone can reply to, and it cannot be used with separate groups. The next one, each person posts one discussion, will allow each student to post one discussion which everyone can reply to. A Q&A forum will allow students to post their perspectives before they can view other students' posts. This one's particularly good because you might want to prevent students from trying to copy each other's ideas from allowing them to see other forms before they type their own. So in order to alleviate that, you'll just go ahead and select the Q&A form, where the student will be required to type their own form before they can view other students. A standard form displayed in a blog-like format will be like any standard form where anybody can start a new discussion. So what this one does is just displayed in a blog-like format. And then the final one is a standard form, which is the one that you'll more than likely use for your course. After that, we can go down where we can set the attachment sizes and the word count for our forms. We also have subscription or tracking. Subscription allows us to make it so that students can either choose to subscribe to the form, where they'll receive updates if someone updates it, or we can force a subscription where everybody's just immediately subscribed to the form where they'll receive updates. This is typically good to set to forced when everybody is when you're trying to provide course updates for the course for everybody. If you want to give students the choice to auto-subscribe, this will mean that the students will automatically be subscribed to the course, but then they can choose to unsubscribe from the course. With forced subscription, they will not be able to unsubscribe. And the next little part, the read tracking, will allow students to go through and choose if they want to set up tracking on their forms or not. The post threshold and blocking will allow us to set it up so we can block students from any given number of posts in a given time. The grade is obviously will allow us to set it up if we do have grade categories set up within our Moodle page. Finally, the rating. The rating section will actually allow you to set it up so that it will dictate how you want your forms graded. So if you go through, you can select any numbers of these. So if you want to do a sum of the ratings, we can go through and we'll do a point value where the maximum points are 100. This will just mean that the rating will be attached to the sum of the ratings, which will contabulate all of the ratings together for the final grade within Moodle. You can also set it up so there's an average of ratings. You can set it up so there's the maximum rating, so the one that has the highest grade, the minimum rating, the one that has the lowest rating, or a count of the ratings. It's really up to you how you want to set this up. But once you have your point values all set up, you can scroll down. And we have our two little resources here, the one that will allow us to set up for groups and the one that will restrict access. You're more than welcome to check out the other Moodle tutorials. I'll go into detail about that later. But we can go ahead and we'll go ahead and save and display. And this will save and display our form. Obviously, their title and our description are right there. So when students land on this page and they see this, this is what they'll initially see. If students have posted some comments, there will be a little blue box down there, but there is not one yet. So what we'll go ahead and do is add a new discussion topic. Here we'll want to add a title to our discussion, and we'll want to put the contents of our discussion in this box. After that, we can go through, and if we do want to include some additional content like videos, or if we want to include a grading rubric or something of that nature, we can go ahead and include those attachments into our first forum post. After we do that, we can choose to mail this information to all of the students, or if we're just trying to reach a specific group, we can choose to select which group we want to leave this form for. After that, we can go ahead and post to the forum. If we did have the Mail Now feature, this will alert everybody that a form has been added on there. And as you see, the little blue box is added for the forum. If students feel the need to add additional content to the forum, all they have to do is click on the blue box itself. And it should take them to the forum page where it just has my little thing right there. Now students have the option to engage in discussion with this initial posting, where they can come over and they can select reply and just reply to my initial post. We have some additional features on the screen where we can kind of use the drop down menu to get to other discussion forums on our page faster, and we also have a nice little filter on our discussion forum. A lot of these settings apply for even the initial form that pops up on the discussion page. You might want to tweak it so some of the settings are not graded, as you're just using the initial form as kind of a course update form. That way, students will receive updates about the course and will be alerted about it, as every user in the course will be forced to subscribe to the initial form that is established when you first set up your course. After you first set that up, you can go through on the settings and adjust those as you need. You can change the title and the description, really just basing it on how you want to set up your own initial form. So, for example, the instructor's announcement form on my page allows me to go through and put some introductions. If students have questions, they can reply to any of my postings on here, and all the students will be able to access this anytime they have access to our Moodle course. It's also important to know that we want to try to make the settings within these announcement forms so that they're not graded. That way we don't have to attach a grade to a form that is optional and no one has to really engage in, especially if they don't have any questions. So this has been a brief tutorial on discussion forums. Thank you for watching.